What's up, everybody? My name is Ron Empire, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to check out a game called The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I recently got the game key from the developer for this, Tin Man Games. So thank you so much for that. They are self-publishing. It's got a choose-your-own-adventure theme, role-playing, dungeon crawl, tabletop-like. Reminds me a lot of that Dungeons and Dragons and Demeo with the tabletop feel where you've got miniatures moving around. So looks pretty cool. I'm really excited to check this out. Let me read to you the description here off of Steam. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is a tabletop adventure come to life. This fantasy solo RPG combines unique, simultaneously turn-based combat with a journey that changes based on each figurine you take into Firetop Mountain. Which hero will you take into the Zagor's lair this time? Alright, so sounds like you can do multiple runs, choose different characters or figurines, miniatures. I think the experience is different each time. And click on Start. Alright, so the settings for the game. I had a pop-up prior to the game's launch, and I was able to choose window mode and my resolution, and then hit a play button or launch button, and then the game kicks in. So there may not be a settings on the screen here. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain features a dyslexic-friendly font, which some players may find assist with reading. No, let's use the theme one, right? What is this? A new game. Goblin Scourge? Oh, interesting. Oh, there is an options here. Okay. Let's take a look at the options. Oh, hey, look at that. They got hardware cursor. Nice to see, because I was going to complain about that. Hardware cursor, huh? Nice. So it actually changed the cursor type, huh? And then load from local emergency, no, right? I don't use a controller. Audio, let's turn down the music. Sound effects up. Font style, let's leave it. Yeah, this is actually cool. Okay. And, yeah, definitely feels like an RPG with the whole character sheet over here on the right. Okay, let's do a new game. Story and Gauntlet. Let's do a story. Oh, there's a... Okay, so Goblin Scourge is a DLC. Do I have the DLC? I don't know if I have the DLC. I don't have the DLC. I'll have to ask the developer about that. I don't know. I don't have the DLC. Alright, let's go ahead and do story. Ooh, nice pretty artwork. Greetings, player. Welcome to the world of Titan. In particular, the most notorious of all lands. Alanacia? Okay. I am Oriana, the Keeper of Souls, your guide, and your game master of sorts. Click to continue. Many adventurers have entered Firetop Mountain over the last 30 or so years. Voraciously, readers have wandered the many passages, battling the monsters within and negotiating the many traps, only then to take on the might of Zagor, the Warlock. With skill, stamina, and luck, they have chosen their many paths and rolled their fate. Many of these brave young adventurers have perished in the darkness, and their souls, even now, lie unclaimed. You appear to be the next brave soul to take on the mountain and all it contains. To do this, you will need to choose an Alanasian hero to take into the mountain. Don't get too comfortable with your choice, however, as the ways are treacherous, and it is doubtful that you will survive. Only by bringing me the souls of the fallen may you be blessed with new heroes over time, each with their own quest within Zaorg's domain. Select your hero. Oh wow, this is very nice, very cool. You know, I think that I was offered the key for this only because I've been covering Demeo and Demeo Dungeons and Dragons Battlemarked. This is very tabletop-ish, right? And Dark Quest 4. I think I only get to choose out of these 4, right? These back guys don't count. Oh, this chick looks kind of cool, right? Alexandra of Blacksand. The warrior known as Alexandra of Blacksand is famed for her many adventures. Her name is known in many parts of Alanasia. No matter where she is, Alexandra has a knack for sniffing out trouble and gold. An experienced adventurer with a deft sword arm. She can sense dangerous situations before they happen and has built up a good reputation for completing quests quickly and diplomatically, reducing the need for unnecessary conflict. She's got spider senses. Educated. Has an above average level of education. Lucky. Fortune favors you often. Alright, let's select. Crossbow on second dude is only via visible range. Oh yeah, you're right. There is a guy with a crossbow, huh? Well, that's kind of cool too. He's got a crossbow. A soldier for hire. Dekion Strom earns his living escorting merchant wagons to and from Sardath, the city of his birth. An arrogant but skilled warrior, Dekion always looks out for himself first. When bandits ambushed his convoy on the road to Zengis, Dekion was forced to fight his way to safety at a nearby village. Near penniless and far from home, the mercenary is looking for his next big payday. Dexterous. Has great speed, agility, and precision. Keen eye. Notice things that would normally be unseen or ignored. Interesting. Lunikia. Akadi. Lunikia is a keen explorer, especially of the bustling cities that it's a she, had previously thought were only legend. Every new person, place, or object she encounters is thoroughly questioned, explored, or examined before she rushes onto the next exciting discovery. Her endless enthusiasm can be tiring for her adventuring companions who take their civilized surroundings for granted. She tends to keep a memento from each new location she visits, keeping them in her pack or hanging them from her armor. Keen eye, notice things that would normally be unseen or ignored. This is the same as the other guy, except for one is above the other, right? Dexterous. Has great speed, agility, and precision. These two are almost identical. Born in Fang many moons ago, Aaron is seen as a hero to the locals there. His approach in battle is simple and direct. Charge forwards, chopping left and right with such force and speed as to quickly put his enemy off balance. Should they manage to sneak a blow in under this onslaught, it will likely brush off Aaron's impressive physique as if it were a scratch. How Aaron's mother, a diminutive seamstress, managed to produce such a gigantic warrior is anyone's guess. One popular theory is that the giant's blood runs in his veins through some distant ancestor. He's illiterate, reading is not your strong suit, Fearsome, a terrifying appearance can strike fear into others. Okay. There's a next group. Oh, Intrepid Explorers. Oh, these guys don't have painting on them. Oh, I have to buy for souls. Oh! I can't choose these guys. That's why they're all grayed out. Okay, so you can unlock new groups. Well, that's kind of cool. I'm curious to see the attacks tab info. Thanks, Mr. Ron Empire. Oh yeah, there's another... Oh, look at that. There's an attacks tab. Oh, these are the different abilities, right? A single strike directly in front. Right, slash, and dodge. Nice. Frontal attack, strike. Left, right, slash. Poison strike. Okay. Front attack, right attack, piercing strike. Quick jab. Strikes with near lightning speed. This attack will hit before the target can move. Ooh. That's kind of cool. And this guy's got a cleave, right? Blade Storm. Charging Twin Strike in one fluid movement. Aaron charges forward, striking at foes, either side of him. Okay. Alright, what do you guys think? Alexandra. Dikyan. Dodge Bolt, right? He does actually shoot from afar. So he can shoot his arrow and he dodges to the left or the right. Well, that's kind of neat. So this guy has two different abilities, right? He's melee and range at the same time. Stamina, 19, 8, and 9. Luck, 18, 10, and 8. She's got more stamina. No, that guy's got more stamina. She's got more skill. She's definitely got more skill. Interesting. Let's take a look at her attacks again. She can do a quick jab, right? Okay. This guy has his 2 and 3 damage, right? What's this one? 3 points of damage. Alright, well. And this chick here. Poison Strike. And I think I'm leaning towards this dude, right? Dikyan. Let's go with Dikyan. Take Dikyan into the mountain. This will erase any current playthrough. Learn to fight. During your adventure, you will encounter many different foes, magical and monstrous. Brigand and beasts. There will be an assortment of creatures lurking within Firetop Mountain, eager to bring your adventure to a premature end. But let us learn to walk before we start running, shall we? Linwi Tazai wants you to fight some quintains, which will allow you to experience how combat functions. Fight quintans. Quintans. I think it's quintans. So this game was released in 2014, by the way. That's probably why the news looks like they're old. During combat, you can choose to move or attack by selecting a space. The graphics is a little outdated too, but I don't mind it too much. For the time, at the time, it was probably amazing. During combat, you can choose to move or attack by selecting a space. Select move to advance towards the quintain. How do I select move? Gonna rotate. Oh. After you select your action, both you and your opponent will play out their moves simultaneously. Move to the side to avoid the Quintain's attack. Sometimes it is better to attack where the enemy is likely to move to instead of where they currently are. Attack the space in front of Quintain. How do I do that? If both you and foe are trying to attack each other at the same time, you will clash. It is then a test of who is the greatest skill, with the loser taking damage. Attack the Quintain and clash. Your enemies will move and attack in somewhat predictable patterns. Pay attention to when they shake to indicate that they'll be attacking next round. Use your movement and attacks to defeat the Quintain. Clash. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's dice rolling. I won the clash. Nice. I'm on the left, right? Okay, so the green half circle is my health, probably. Victory. You are triumphant. Nice. Fight. Okay, in addition to the basic attacks, your hero has special attacks they can unleash. These powerful attacks can take several turns to recharge to use them, so use them sparingly. Defeat this pair of Quintains. Eight and a 2. 9. Oh shit, I missed. Right slash. How do I get right slash? Oh shit. They're probably gonna move forward, right? Oh shit, they went backwards. Nice, got him. Dodgeball. Nice, got him too. Yes, victory. You lost no stamina, you gained 3 souls. You have defeated the Quintains. The Quintazons from Transformers. Oh, okay. Congratulations, you have passed the basic combat training. Just one more thing, player. While on your quest, keep an eye out for wooden benches like this one. Oh, nice artwork. Rest ye here, weary traveler. Oh, cool. Oh, that's kind of cool, the art. It's like, reading these adventure books, and they actually have... Well, normally these adventure books that I used to read back in the days, they were all black and white. They did not actually have color. Using them will allow you to restore your stamina. If you run out of stamina, your adventure ends. so be sure to take a rest now and then. You also have some provisions which you can use at any time, but they tend to work best when you are resting at a bench, so keep that in mind. You will receive 3 resurrection stones at the start of your quest. If your adventurer dies heroically, you can use 1 stone to bring them back to life. Be warned, though, that your hero will only appear at the last bench that you passed, so you will also lose any souls that you absorbed between the seat and the location of their death. This is where I leave you, player. It is time for you to begin your journey. Nice. Okay. At last, your 2-day hike is over when goblin bandits ambushed your convoy on the road to Zengis. You were outnumbered and had to fight your way to the safety of Anvil. One of the goblins, a so-called jailer called Rotgut, stole from you a valuable locket that was given to you in Kylanish Ma many years ago by a priest of Arantus. You were planning to sell it for a pricely sum and retire from the dangerous life of an armed caravan escort. Rumors in Anvil have led you to believe that the goblins that attacked your convoy were under the command of none other than Zagor, the mysterious warlock, who rules Firetop Mountain. You are determined to find the jailer, reclaim your prize, and buy a horse to travel back to Sardath. If there is a sizable fortune left after this, so much the better. You have also heard tales from the locals that the warlock is man to be feared as much as he is wealthy. You are not easily intimidated, but if a jinn, I think it's jinn, right? If a jinn were to appear and grant you 100 gold pieces and a Femrenian stallion in return for your soul, you might just take the deal. You cautiously approach a cave entrance, which you know is used frequently by goblins. You check that your crossbow is secured on your back and grip the hilt of your sword. You are ready to face any foe. Your adventure starts here. Well, that's very nice. Yeah, see, that's the old school artwork that I am kind of used to back in the days, reading these adventure game books. And so a lot of these adventure game books that I played back in the days, they kind of want you to have a dice, but if you don't have a dice, what they do is they get you to use your pencil, and then you close your eyes, and then you poke at one of the pages at the back of the book, and it would have like a grid of different numbers, and that's how you kind of do random number generation. It's kind of weird, but whatever, it worked. Peer into the gloom. Okay. You see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. Hearing faint scurrying to the east, you light your lantern. Click to continue. This place stinks of goblins and orcs. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on my locket so I can get out of here. Step warily on into the blackness. Warley? I think it's Warley. Approach the fork ahead. You stand in a dark, slimy cave entrance. Oh, that goes back, huh? Oh, you can go back a page. Oh, look at that. It's cool. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. Turn west or turn east? Well, West looks like there's somebody over there. East has nobody, but... let's go with turn west. A little way along the passage, you come to what is clearly a sentry post. Oh, the guy's asleep. You approach with caution and can see an orc in leather armor asleep at his post. This lazy orc needs a surprise wake-up call. Saunter up to the sleeping orc. Oi, you shout, kicking the orc awake. He grumpily gets up with a start, draws his weapon, and snarls at you, ready to fight. Fight the orc guard. This guy's not very good at sneaking by, huh? He's probably gonna move forward, right? Oh, he thought he... that guy was thinking the same thing. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice. You have defeated the orc guard. The passage begins to widen until you enter a cave. However, blocking the cave's exit are two of the ugliest creatures you have ever seen. They have the proportions of dogs, but their hide is rough and scaly. Each beast is chained to the cave wall, secured to their thick brass collars. The two orc hounds begin to snarl and strain at their chains. They cannot reach you, but their chains are long enough that you should approach. That should you approach, you will not be able to escape their slavering jaws. These poor wretches have not been looked after very well, it seems. Maybe I should put them out of their misery. You are going to have to deal with them quickly, one way or another, before they attract the attention of an orc patrol, or maybe something even worse. Distract the hounds with some food, draw your weapon, and do what has to be done. Orc hounds, huh? Well, if I give them my food, then yeah, that's... I'll lose food, right? Do I have a inventory? I have 5 provisions, right? I don't know. Do we kill the dogs or do we give them some food? Hunt for the goblin jailer who stole from you a valuable locket. I have a lantern of a backpack. My bio. Alright, let's give them some food. Throw them a portion of your provisions. Fight the hounds instead. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I guess we'll give them a portion of provisions. Taking out a portion of provisions, you throw the food towards the orc hounds. The hungry animals fight over the food for a moment, and then take the choicest pieces to devour on opposite sides of the cave. Not hesitating for a second, you quickly pass between them. However, one of the orc hounds gobbles down the food more quickly than the other, and as you pass by, it lunges at you, catching your calf with one of its vicious tusks. -1 stamina. You continue onward. Ah, fail. I think stamina is the same as health for some reason. Yeah, it looks like they consolidated health and stamina as one. Leaving the cave as quickly as you can, you follow the new passage as it turns north. Oh, look at that, I get a rest. Set against the wall is a wooden bench where you may rest. Player, I would strongly advise sitting on this bench. If you do not Deacon Strom will not be able to resurrect at this location if they perish. Sit on the bench and rest. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease and your tiredness wanes. It is good to take a break on your adventure. Oh hey, got stamina back. Nice. Continue along the passage. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough cut wooden door. You listen at the door and can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Open the door or press on northwards. Let's go northwards. I don't think opening the door is a good idea. Continue onward, right? There's another door over here. You arrive at another door. You listen at it, but hear nothing. Okay, so I don't hear anything. Ooh, there's stuff in there. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There is a stale smell in the air. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden table on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box. And using your keen eye, you can see it moves ever so often. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. Thrust your weapon into the box. Leave the room. Open the box. It's probably like a rat, right? Cautiously, you open the box and quickly thrust your weapon within. There is an angry hiss, which is quickly silenced. Looking more closely, you discover that you have skewered some angry snakes which were trapped inside. Oh, it's a good thing we killed it. Looking more closely, you discover a key, which you quickly take. Aha! Zagorg's key found. Oh, look at that. The stale, dirty room does not seem to have any more secrets to hide. You decide to continue to head deeper into the orcs' barracks. The tunnel turns eastward and then splits. Go north or go east? Well, if we go north, there's a door, right? We go east, I don't know what's down there. It looks like a dungeon. Okay. Go north. Investigate the hideous din. Continue up the passage. Oh shit. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner, and in the far corner, a flight of steps leads out of the chamber. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are two small orcs with warty skin, dressed in leather armor. Oh. Neat artwork. Kinda cool, right? They are drinking some sort of grog, and, by the way, they stagger to their feet on your arrival. You assume they are very drunk. Pull out your weapon and leap forwards at them. Slam the door quickly and run up the passage. Let's fight, right? Because they need to die. Fight the drunken orc. The two drunken orcs you now face are obviously startled by your entrance, and as quickly as they are able, they fumble around for the weapons. Fight to the death. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, you're a bastard. Oh, no. Things are looking pretty bad. Oh, that guy was an easy kill. Okay. Not terribly bad. You have defeated the drunken orcs. 4 stamina loss and 4 souls. Oh, I gained 4 souls. You wipe your bloodied weapon on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Stepping over the bodies towards the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. It is a small wooden box with crude hinges. The name for Arago DiMaggio is inscribed on a brass nameplate on its lid. Open the box. The box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragon Fire. You open the pages and begin to read. Fortunately, it is written in your own language, and so was probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be as loosely guarded as it was. The book is written in tiny handwriting by Farigo DiMaggio. In it, he tells the story of his life's work, the creation of the dragon fire spell with which to fight evil dragons. You read how, in his last years, Faraggio finally perfected his spell, but by then was too old to make use of it. So he completed his book, locked it in a chest, and hid it in the depths of Firetop Mountain, afraid that it might fall into the wrong hands. And so you, who now hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it was intended. You shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire at you should you raise your arms and say, Yuk if Ekam if DiMaggio. Sure, you say these words slowly and softly. Suddenly, the pages seem to glow, and as this glow disappears, so do the words on the pages of the book. You repeat the spell to yourself to memorize it. Alright, so I have a fire spell. You have 2 ways to leave this room. Leave by the flight of steps in the corner of the room. Leave through the door you entered. Let's go up. Uh-oh, there's a new guy. Climbing the steps, you finally emerge at the far end of the large room. As untidily kept as you have entered so far. Untidily kept as you have entered so far. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests that someone or something of rank uses this room. On one side of the room is a wooden bench. Okay. To your right in the far wall of the room is a large door that clearly leads onwards into the mountain. However, a chest in the center of the room catches your eye. More chests. Oh, look at that. Oh, what's going on here? Opposite you is a man-sized creature with a warty face standing over a smaller creature of similar race. With the whip in his hand, the orc chieftain has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Attack them both. Spring at the chieftain and hope his servant will aid you. Attempt to leave the chamber without engaging in combat. Achievement unlocked. Thanks for nothing. Try to assist the orcish servant. Continue. The battle commences. Fight the orcs. I guess he did not join me, huh? I'm guessing the right is the easier choice. Or deadbolt. I've been hit already. I guess I just finished this guy off. Oh, he moved! Oh no. Okay. Can't do the dodgeball. Okay, I can't do the dodgeball. Why can't I? Oh, I know. They got stamina too. Or chieftain, right? 6, 7, 6 on the left. Okay. Alright, 1 down. Your master's gone. Do you want to still fight me? Okay. Attack. Attack. Nice, I won. You have defeated the orcs. Nice. The green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. You step around the corpses and investigate the chest. It is of sturdy construction, made of strong oak and iron, and it's firmly locked. Looking closer, your keen eye notices there appears to be a mechanical trap fashioned to the lock itself. Carefully attempt to trigger the trap. Leave it alone and go through the door. Carefully attempt to trigger the trap. There's gotta be something in there, right? Do it. Stepping to the side of the chest, you break open the lock and swing the lid open. Your suspicions were confirmed. A soft click, sometimes from the chest, and a poisonous dart flies out, harmlessly hitting the wall on the other side. Okay. Now that the chest is safe, you can inspect your prize. Leaning in, you look inside the chest to see what was being guarded so carefully. There is a stash of gold pieces, and the label on the bottle shows it to be a potion of invisibility. Good for 1 dose. Ooh, that's kind of useful. 25 pieces of gold, too. Will you take the bottle? Take the bottle, right? You take the potion of invisibility. What a find. This will definitely come in handy during your adventure. Oh, another rest spot. Nice. You sit down on the bench. Yep. Okay, same as before. It's good to take a break on your adventure. Okay. Continue. Leave the room through the north door. That's my only choice, right? Alright, my health is slowly regenerating, right? I'm only down by 1. You arrive at a junction in the passage. The path continues eastwards. There are stairs leading to the south. Head south down the steps or walk straight on eastward. Alright, well, let's walk on eastward. You arrive at another junction in the passage. Continue north. Continue east. There's a dude on the north side, right? But he looks pretty human, so... yeah. Let's go north. That guy doesn't look scary. The passageway leads into a square dungeon chamber. There are 2 doors in the eastern wall and 2 in the western wall. On the opposite side of the room, another passageway leads way north. First door to the right is well designed. Putting your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help from the inside. Before deciding what to do next, you listen at the other doors as well. From behind the second door to the right, you hear a thumping on the wood. Hello, hello. Not funny. Open door. The first door to the left is made of solid metal. Listening at the door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. Putting your ear to the second floor, to the left, you hear nothing. Or orc cells. Maybe they have a goblin jailer working for them. It would be worth checking these out. Whoa. What's the difference? You open the first door on the right. Try the second door to the right. The first door to the left and the second door to the left. I don't know which one's the right answer. Let's go Beyonce mode, left. There's a guard across that. The door is not locked and opens. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, 2 small hunchback goblins are having their finished ways with a dwarf who's tied to a hook in the ceilings by his wrist. The 2 hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. Okay. Continue. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent. Eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you as if it were your fault that the dwarf has collapsed. Uh-oh. Rotgut doesn't appear to be one of these misfortune creatures. Easily, I should press them, though, as they might know where it is. Okay. Draw your weapon and fight the creatures. Ask if they know the goblin jailer. Alright, let's ask. Couldn't hurt. One of the goblins sneers and spits on the floor as you mention the name Rotgut. Okay. Gark, right? It's Gark. That Rotgut fool took that dwarf boss to that river prison. Obviously, the goblin has no love for Rotgut, but it also views you suspiciously too. River Prism. Heard of such a device. Sorry, I've heard that this mountain may have an underground river somewhere. I need to get some directions. Draw your weapon and fight the creatures. Press them for information about the river prison. Okay. Go with the bottom, I guess. Yeah, let's go with the bottom. Because that top one seems too generic. Sniggif, why you need dat? The goblin looks at you suspiciously. Okay. I want to kill Rotgut. I have another dwarf prisoner to deliver him. Ignore the question and leave. Draw your weapons and fight the scene. Okay. Draw your weapon and fight the creatures. Nah. I guess I just want that one, right? Would be nice if we had like Twitch integration and you guys can just vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Have another dwarf prisoner. Draw your weapon and fight the scene. Ignore the question and leave. Okay, let's take the top. Yeah, let's take the top. Yes, this is good news for me, Snarkle. The goblin goes on to explain that Rotgut has his own private prison away from prying eyes on the mouth bank of the of the river that flows through the mountain. For some reason, Snarkle and Rotgut do not like much of each other, and you happen that if Rotgut is gone. Snarkle thinks he may rise in the so-called goblin's ranks. This good news for me, Snarkle. Good news, everyone. The goblin goes to explain that the Rotgut has his own private prison away from yeah, I already read that. The goblins direct you through to somewhere called School of Magic. Suggest you make a full turn at the junction after the Porculus, right? It also recommends that later on you take a shortcut past the troll cave to avoid meddling magic humans. I see. There's a troll cave too. Do I trust Snarkle and his friend to keep quiet, or shall I dispose of them? Let's leave the room. Uh-oh. What's happening? You stand in the Orcish dungeon. Open the first door on the right containing the screaming man. Open the second door to the right where you hear thumping. Open the second door to the left. Leave the chamber. Let's go to the left. The door is unlocked. Opening it, you find yourself at the threshold of the Orc's weapons store. Torch hangs from one wall, lighting up a small armory room stocked with swords, shields, whatever, weapons, etc., right? Daggers, breastplates, and the like. Okay, very nice little artwork there. Continue. A circular iron shield with a golden crescent lies at the far end of the room. However, as you do not use a shield, it is worthless to you. Search the room and leave the weapon store. I don't know. Radio, walkie-talkie should be something police have, right? You poke around the room. The weapons are blunted and worthless, and the helmets are battered and rusty. You decide to inspect the breastplate on the shelves to see if there's anything worthwhile there. You examine the breastplates and the shelves thoroughly, but there appears to be nothing of value. Alright, well, that kind of stinks. Leave the room. We're back to the same problem, right? Open the first door on the right, containing the screaming man. Open the first door. Alright. We don't want to open the second door, right? There's somebody thumping in there. Open the first door on the right, containing the screaming man. Open the second door to the right, where you hear thumping. Let's go with this one. I don't like running risk. You unbolt the door and swing it open. A nauseating stench hits your nostrils. Inside the room, the floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you, screaming. Oh my god. Well, at least the artwork's kind of nice. Click to continue. It looks like the garbage room in Star Trek's... Not Star Trek, Star Wars. The first movie where... Is it the first movie? They try to rescue the princess, right? Yeah, it was the first movie. His beard is long and gray, and he is waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of a trap? Try to shout at him and calm him down. Draw your weapon, attack him. Alright, well, let's try to shout at him and calm him down. He's not an orc, so he's probably a prisoner. You shout, "You are free, old man," at the top of your voice. Instantly, his ranting ceases. He stops dead in his track and sinks to the floor, weeping loudly. As he gradually composes himself, he thanks you many times. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you in the search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into his solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures. I see. Wait a second. I've heard about this fella before. This is Aaron Dagar, a famed adventurer. Aaron? Aaron? Anybody? Denise! Balaki. You ask him whether he knows of a goblin jailer. While he hasn't met him, he does say that some goblins are said to be encamped by the underground river. He has also learned that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. You shake hands and he leaves. I got luck. Nice. Wait, does luck go higher? I don't think I can go higher than my current luck value, right? Leave the filthy cell. Yeah, I don't think luck goes higher. You stand in the orcish dungeon. Open the second door to the right where you can hear thumping. Oh. It's probably the jailer, right? We should probably take this. As you approach the door, the banging gets louder and the bolt starts to shake. Come on, Gnurk, let me out. Sorry, let out. Waking up. Sliding back the rusty bolt and opening the door, you come face to face with a panicked-looking goblin with a horrific creature closing in behind it. Slime beast, run! Squeaks the panicked goblin and lashes out at you. Slime beast, run! Squeaks the panicked goblin and lashes out at you. The toad-like slime beast joins in on the fray, opening its mouth wide. It's full of long spiked teeth. Uh-oh. That guy's probably just gonna attack me, right? Do that. Alright. Attack. Oh shit. Attack. Okay. Attack. Oh shit. And then cross arrow, right? Oh shit. Plus, oh my god, we failed. Attack. Sure. Come on. Ooh, 11! Nice. Nice. Shit. Okay, well, that's not as bad. Gotta go forward, right? No, I could always do my arrow thingy. Move, attack, move. Just move. Here we go. Attack. Whoa. Yes. 1. You lost no stamina, you gained 4 souls. I need food though. Initially, it looks as though there's nothing of value in the slime beast cell. However, upon a second glance, you notice a blue candle sitting in the muck. Take the blue candle. Okay. Although it is an odd place for a candle, you decide to take it with you. It may come in handy in one of your darker areas of the mountain. You put it in your backpack. Leave the slime beast's cell. Leave the chamber. Okay. Oh, there's a dude there, right? Exiting the dungeon, you hear the sound of water ahead of you, and make out a grilled portcullis Portcullis. At the end of the passageway. Before you can reach the portcullis, you will have to cross a bridge that passes over a gully of gargling brackish. You suspect it may actually be a sewer, judging by the smell rising from it. Make your way towards the bridge. As you make your way towards the bridge, you pass some goblins which appear uglier than all the creatures you have encountered so far, okay? The instant one of the goblins catches sight of you, it gives a screech of surprise and runs at you with its short sword drawn. Kill, kill, it shouts, drawing the attention of 2 other goblins. They all attack, fight the goblin guards. Hey, Jack86, Happy New Year. Happy New Year from Italy. Nice. Congratulations, you are now in 2026. It's time to go back to the future. Fight the goblin guards. Wasn't the movie Back to the Future 2025? How far in the future did Marty McFly go? It is 2025, right? Back to the Future was 2025. Yeah. We've gone beyond Back to the Future. Alright, so they all attack. Fight the goblin guards. Oh, there's 3 of them this time. Oh shit, guys. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should probably go over here and then shoot, right? Move, right? He's probably gonna move forward, right? Dodgeball. Oh shit. Oh shit. Right slash. Right slash. Well, hit somebody at least. Attack. Oh shit, no! Oh shit. Can I move back? Can't do dodgeball anymore. 2015? Was it 2015? I thought it was 2025. I could have sworn it was 2025, right? So it was like 1985 and going into the future was 2025, right? Or was it 2015? Hello, McFly. Shit. Ah, shit. Oh, my God. I can't do an attack. Oh, my God. These guys are murdering me. This must have a cooldown of some sort. Uh-oh. What is that? 15? I win, right? 1985, 1885, 1995, and then 1985, 2015 were the years. And yet we still don't have those hovering skateboards. I know, the hoverboards. They're called hoverboards. God dang it. I won, right? We're not gonna make it, are we? Nice, oh, nice, nice. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nice. Oh, thank God. Okay. I lost 10 stamina, I gained 6 souls. You have defeated the goblins. You arrive at the end of the passage. An iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging is going to budge it. I have a key though, right? Uh-oh. Oh, I can actually drag the pages. Oh, that's kind of cool. On the wall to your right are 2 levers, and it seems likely that these levers have something to do with raising the portcullis. Using your keen eye, you notice that the left lever looks mishapen compared to the right lever. Pull the... wait, what? Pull the left, right? Pull the left. Do you use your left hand, or was it your right hand? Wait. To your horror, you realize that this dummy lever was a trap. Although it looked like a handle, it was in fact a wax-coated sword blade, and it has now cut your hand badly. Oh shit. Did you use your left hand, or was it your right hand? I used my left hand, right? Although you were injured, you were also fortunate. This was not your sword hand, meaning that the injury is not quite so important. -1 skill. Oh shit. Gingerly, you pull the right lever. Okay. I think these numbers are based on the dice rolls and the bonus that's added to it. Do I leave? Do I win? You hear a deep rumbling noise and the ground begins to shunder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. With hesitation, you walk towards the junction. Listening carefully, however, you hear nothing down either corridor. Alright. That goblin said to head left after the portcullis towards that magic skull. I think I'm going to trust him. Head left, following the direction. The passage began to widen and you soon arrive at another junction. What to do? My gut feeling is to follow the passage west. Continue west. Oh, there's a giant dude over there. You see that? Oh shit. Maybe that was the jailer. You cautiously continue down the rocky corridor and stop in front of an old portcullis entrance built into the stone. The sound of clinking chains and monstrous growls can be heard. The corridor continues to the west. Uh-oh, somebody's running out. Who are you? Suddenly, a terrified young acolyte runs into you. His white maroon embroidered robes are torn and smudged with dirt. He looks at you with panic in his wide eyes. I yield. Education is not worth this much danger, no matter how great the reward. Taking a moment to catch his breath, the student begins to relax. My name is Ian the White, he says. I'm a humble student, seeking entry to the School of Sorcery. You heard that you learned that he gained entry, but was deemed unworthy by the elemental masters. Okay. That school must be just up here somewhere. That goblin was telling the truth after all. Ask about Zagor. Ask about the school. Ask if the river is close to the school. Go north. You ask the young acolyte about the warlock. He becomes frightened once more when you mention his name, Zagor. He leaves the school alone, mostly. I heard that sometimes students just disappear as payment to him. I'm not about to find out. With that, the acolyte pushes past you, running off the corridor to the east. You are left alone near the open portcullis. Go north, right? Stepping through the portcullis, you enter a stone-flagged dungeon cell, with floor covered in a green slime and littered with bones and filth. There are also some broken pieces of furniture. Sounds creepy. However, none of this is important as the huge, hideous, green-skinned creature standing in front of you. It is a troll. A strong chain tethers it to the wall, preventing escape. However, the chain is long enough for the troll to easily reach you around the room. Oh shit, it charges towards you. You eager for blood. Fight the troll. Oh shit. Fight! Wow, we don't have a whole lot of health points left, guys. This is not looking good. Not sure what happened. I went to make a peanut butter and jelly. Now you sound like you're far away from the mic. Oh yeah, I'm sitting back. Sorry. I was sitting back here from my microphone. Ah, shit. Regains stamina when moving. Oh, he regains stamina when moving. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. I think this is where we die. Oh, I didn't make it. Shit, guys. He's recuperating. Oh, it might not be so bad after all. Nice. I win, right? Hopefully I win. He's got 4 stamina left. Oh, 7. Shit. He's got 4 stamina. He missed. He's got 2 stamina. I win? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I beat the troll with 4 stamina. He defeated the troll, nice. You carefully examine the troll and discover a bag filled with gold pieces. You also find a bronze amulet cast into the shape of a bull's head. Nice. Take the bull amulet. Bench, please. Not sure. What do you mean? Bench, please? What is bench? Wait, you reach around the troll's neck and try to... Need a healing bench. Oh, yeah. Yes, I need to go to a bench. You reach around the troll's neck and try to unfasten the amulet's latch. After a few tries, you succeed, pulling the amulet off the troll. The bronze amulet glints in the light of the cell. Wear the amulet. Put it in your backpack. Wiping off the grim from the troll, you put the amulet around your neck and fasten it on. Then you realize it may be cursed. You brace yourself for the ill effects. Oh, shit. But nothing happens. The amulet seems harmless enough. You leave it on. You glance around the room once more and gag at the stench of the muck in the corner. You wonder if it's worth taking a look. Search through the filth. Carefully, with a sense of regret, you begin to dig through the filth left behind by the troll. It's a slow, arduous process, which yields nothing. What a waste of time. It feels like the stench is everywhere. With nothing else to do here, you decide to leave. Leave the chamber. Continue west. There's like another guy back there, right? We missed him. This corner over here. That guy was huge. Cautiously make your way down steps. The air here seems different somehow. It smells sweet, almost like flowers. That can't be right. Continue onwards. You reach a junction where the path turns north through an archway held up by two pillars. A narrow passage also runs off to the west. I would guess that the skull is more likely located through the pillars than down a narrow passage. I definitely need heals. Is there a way to regain stamina? Yeah, I have to go to a bench to heal. Or if there's some event that will give me health back. Like, I've encountered a couple of events and I gained stamina. But I have to find a bench that allows me to heal. Where am I? I would guess that the school is more likely located through the pillars than down a narrow passage. Continue northwards. Follow the passage to the west. What does it say? I guess north? He's guessing north, right? Alright, let's go north then. You walk down the passageway and gasp at the sight you discover. Directly in your path is a large pair of wooden doors carved to look like a menacing fanged mouth. A simple sign ahead reads, "Speak the magic words." As soon as you begin to approach, you startled a nearby lizard. It darts off down towards the doors. They spring to life as though controlled by magic. They lift and drop dangerously. And as the lizard tries to zip through them, the doors fall and crush it flat. What a ridiculous contraption. I need to be smarter than that lizard. Attempt to sneak past the hungry doors. Try a magic word. Hold up the bull amulet to the angry doors. Oh, Jesus. What should I do? I don't think it's gonna be the top, right? I think it's this one or this one. I need to phone a friend. A, B, or C. I don't know, guys. This is where I play the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sound effect or sound track. How to use items, invisible potion, or is it story blocks? I don't know, let's find out. Oh, I can use provisions. I wonder if that heals me. Oh, it does heal me. Oh, look at that, guys. I can heal myself. Oh my god. All this time, I could be healing myself. Provisions, huh? What is Resurrection Stone? Back. These are the things that's in my inventory, but I don't know. I can't use them, right? Right, back. Try a magic word. We did learn something at the beginning of the game, right? So let's try that. You stand in front of the hungry doors and speak the magic words. Oh, look at that. It worked. A magic word. It's the magic school. The hungry doors stop moving. You walk through the corridor. However, as you approach, they begin to come crashing down on top of you. You leap out of the way, and they graze you as you make it through. That's the bench right there, guys. Ah, shit. -4. The bench right here, guys. Sit on the bench and rest. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease, and your tiredness wanes. It is good to take a break on your adventure. Look at that, I got stamina back. Nice. Continue onward. Set off eastwards or head westwards. Let's go west. You walk westwards along the passageway. You reach a door and about to open it when you hear a crumbling noise. You try to leap back as the ground gives way. Test your luck. Alright guys, what do I need? 9 or better? 10. You tumble into the darkness below. You leap back with excellent reflexes. You needed a score of 9 or under. Oh! Shit, unlucky. Oh, I thought higher is better. Lower is better. That's opposite. Oh dear lord. Your reactions are too slow and you fall over 2 meters down into a pit. You are a little bruised, but not too seriously hurt. Oh god. The Rancor. We're in Jabba the Hutt's palace. Get to your feet. Looking around, you find yourself in a rocky chamber. Patches of slime have collected in pools on the floor, and there are bones and skulls scattered around the room. Not looking good, guys. You are a little worried about the noise that the pit trap has made, but you are even more worried by the grunting you can hear coming from the chamber to the north. Uh-oh. Oops. Before you can collect your thoughts, a large, ugly head pokes around the corner and a troll emerges from the darkness. Another troll. They have a cave troll. Use a potion of invisibility. Prepare for the combat with the brute. Potion of invisibility, right? You drink the potion and you can see the look of the astonishment spread across the troll's face. He comes up to you and feels for you, but you step aside and he gropes the air fruitlessly. He thrashes around, clutching for you, but you are easily able to sidestep him. I gained luck. Nice. Eventually he gives up and returns to his chamber, just in time as you feel yourself reappearing. Follow the north passage. Nice. That was kind of scary. Eventually you reach the foot of a staircase cut into the rock. You ascend the stairs. They end at a wooden door with rusty hinges. Listening at the door, you can hear some scratching sounds. You have no other option but to enter. Hopefully the river is in this direction. Open the door. Uh-oh. You try the handle and the door creaks open. You step into a bare room scattered with bones. There is an opening in the wall, opposite, and 2 doors to the east and west. Gnawing at the bones are 3 giant rats, which stop to look at you as you enter. Okay. Oh, nice little artwork there. Mr. Rats. Bunch of rats, right? Each is over 1 meter long, and their scarred hides indicate that they are fighters. You will have to take them on if you're going to get through the room, as they no doubt see you as a tasty meal. Prepare for combat. You draw your weapon and wait for the rats to spring. As the leader prepares to jump, you shout loudly and leap at it. Your cry frightens off the other 2, and they scamper back a few spaces. Okay, fight the giant rats. Oh boy. They're pretty big. Alright, I'm gonna do right slash, right? Oh shit, can't. Well, that did work, actually. Dodge won't work, right? That's assuming that they actually move to that spot. My guess is they're gonna move forward, right? Oh, I should have dodge bolt. Shit. That did not work. Nice, I got one. I can't do dodgeball. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Dodgeball again? Shit. Right slash. Attack. Damn it. Attack. Nice. Alright. Another close one. You have defeated the giant rats. Nice. Alright. The vermin dealt with, you stop and examine the room more closely. The dead rats lie on a mound of bones, no doubt the remains of previous victims. Searching the bones carefully with your keen eye, you make a discovery. Gold pieces, no doubt the possessions of a previous unfortunate adventure. Okay. Okay, aside from where you enter, there are 3 other doors. You can vaguely hear the sound of glass breaking and screeching to the west. The door to the east is deathly quiet, while a strange, smelly, vaguely... I think they're supposed to be familiar or something there. Vaguely emanates from the door to the north. West or north? Thanks for that follow, appreciate that. I guess we'll go to the west? Well, the smell is coming from the north, right? The door to the east is deathly quiet. If it's quiet, there's no one in there, right? If I go to the west, there's sound of glass breaking. Let's go with the west door. Go through the north opening. The door is locked. Okay. Go to the north opening. Leaving the rat room, you find yourself in a rough-hued antechamber. It appears to be some kind of experiment lab. Tables with assorted vials, flasks, books, and other wizarding paraphernalia litter the room. But what catches your attention is a horrid mess near the middle of the room. An acrid smell catches your nostrils, and you see a pool of oozing, grotesque goo. Thin wisps of vapor rise from the noxious smelling substance. A wizard, right? I wonder if this is it a wizard? The guy is supposed to be a warlock, right? I think he's supposed to be. I don't think this is the Zagor. I don't think this is Zagor's room. A chalk outline appears to have been hastily scribbled around the pool, and seems to be acting as a magical barrier between the ooze and the rest of the room. It seems that the goo is the result of some kind of accident, and whoever was here has hastily tried to contain it. Examine the strange substance more closely. Leave through the northeastern passageway. Let's examine them. Okay. It would seem that the best way to proceed would be to touch the goo with something, but what will you use? Your weapon, a gold piece, scrap of cloth, your finger. Scrap of cloth, maybe. Tearing a scrap of cloth from your clothing, holding the fabric between 4 fingers and thumb, you lower it into the goo. As soon as the material comes into contact with the lurid green gund, it starts to blacken and dissolve. What will you try now? My weapon? My weapon. Keeping the goo at arm's length, you poke it with the tip of your weapon, but to no effect. No obvious effect. Oh man. gold piece. Well, we've already done scrap of cloth. I don't know why it's offering that again. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to use our finger, right? This is not finger licking good. Gold piece. You drop the gold piece into the goo, and it vanishes immediately, leaving behind nothing but a wisp of acrid vapor. That's bad, right? I lost a gold piece. Ah, shit. Achievement unlocked. Make a wish. Throw a gold piece into the mysterious green goo. I got an achievement. I don't think I should stick my finger in there, right? Guys. Finger. Let's try the finger. Time to go? Yeah, you know, I think I should go, because if the gold dropped in there and it disappeared, it's probably acid. What happened with the tip of the sword? Yeah. Alright, let's leave the chamber. I think we dodged a bullet. You pass through an old mine shaft with wooden beams supporting the roof. Continue. The mine shaft opens up into a wide cavern, which is effectively a crossroads. The ways north and west are high and wide, cleaves through the rock. The way to the east is much narrower, with a lower ceiling. Alright, click to continue. Still no sign of that river. Maybe that goblin lied, and this isn't a shortcut after all. Shit, guys. Turn west. As you travel westwards, you are surprised to see light at the end of the tunnel. Before long, you find yourself standing in a cave mouth a third of the way up the mountain. Before you is a treacherous cliff face. The protruding overhangs and rocky projections might make it possible for a giant to scale the mountainside, but it would be a much greater challenge for anyone of a more diminutive stature. Achievement unlocked. Enjoy the view. Take in a picturesque view of Alancia. Got another achievement. Nice. The view is incredible, however, the waters of the Red River sparkle in the sunlight, and you can even make out wisps of smoke rising from the dwarf settlement of Stonebridge, several leagues away to the west. I got more luck. Oh, I can rest. Continue. Sit and rest. Alright, got my stamina back. Return to the junction. So it's north or east now, right? I guess we'll go north. Uh-oh, uh-oh, I see something. What do we have? I can't go left or right. The passage widens and you realize you're about to enter a large cavern. However, asleep at the mouth of the cavern is a huge wolf hound. Suddenly it wakes, sniffs the air, and then angrily begins barking at you. It must have caught wind of your scent. Its action have alerted its master, and you hear thundering footsteps pounding towards you. It is a giant. You realize that this oversized humanoid must be at least 3 meters meters tall. Dressed in a leather tunic, the creature has abandoned his meal to find out what his pet is so excited about. Oh shit. He grabs his huge club and prepares to hit you with it. Fight the giant. Okay, let's do it. Fight. Oh, he's got a dog with him too. Jesus. I want lower than 7, right? 8. Oh no, shit. What's happening? The game locked up. Guys, the game locked up. Uh-oh. It's not being resolved here. Oh no, the game locked up. End current game, return to main menu. No, right? I can't do anything else. They're not resolving. Am I missing something? No, right? Yeah. My guy's not illiterate. That was the first guy. The fourth guy was illiterate. At the start of the game. Yeah, it's, the game is locked up. It's not. Nothing's happening. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't get the save in battle. The dog is now on the other side. Oh god, the giant's at our door. 5. I lost? Oh shit, I lost. I am 7. Lost again. Terrible. I keep losing. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, baby. I got him. Now we deal with the dog, right? Move from in front of him. I won, though, so... not a big deal. Now I gotta deal with the dog, right? I won. Oh god. Shit. Nice. Oh yeah, baby. I'm still alive. Staying alive. Nice. Defeated the giant. The mighty giant lies dead. You search his cavern and find little of use. Although a purse in his belt contains some gold pieces. 8. You are a little concerned about the second chair. To whom does it belong? Return to the cavern and go east. I need to open my backpack. Now the dog kills him. No, the dog doesn't kill me, thank God. Alright, my provisions are gone. You reach some stone steps that rise upwards, and you begin climbing. A collection of stalactites hang from the ceiling. By the light of your lantern, you see the rocky projections are strung with thick spiders' webs. As you reach a landing, you eye movement above you. Looking up in horror, you see several large red spiders starting to descend towards you, letting themselves down on a strong silken threads. Oh, I gotta fight the Firetop spiders. Alright, shouldn't be too hard, right? I have to get care of New Year's... You have to take care of the New Year's dinner for all Happy New Year. Ron, I'm expecting good news for that giveaway. Yeah. Well, the giveaway is not till tomorrow. So, we'll see. You'll have time to hang out tomorrow, too. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. I win. Oh, yeah, I beat him. Please roll. I win. Oh, yeah, I win. Shit. Nice. Oh, yeah, I got him. The bow guy is pretty strong. Pretty good. You have defeated the Firetop spiders. Nice. I'm going towards the top of the mountain, right? With the spiders all dead, you continue to climb the steps. You reach what appears to be a dead end. Feeling around in the darkness, you can make out the shape of a large lever set into the wall, the rock wall. As you trace your fingers across the wall, your keen eye notices faint shafts of light filtering through the rock. It looks as though there is a secret door here. Oh, a secret door. Behind you, down the steps, you can hear the sound of movement. It sounds like more Firetop spiders with nowhere else to go. What will you do? Pull the lever. The lever feels stiff, and you need to apply all of your strength to pull it down. In the distance, you hear the clunking sound of an unseen mechanism. The rock that previously blocked your passage slides away, revealing a cave below. You can hear the rushing of water in the distance, and the air feels damp. You have a feeling that you are moving into a new section of the mountain. Finally, I think I've reached the river. Enter the cave. The cave opens into a chamber after a moment, you hear the unseen mechanism again, and the rock wall slides back into place. Head north, enter the cave. Enter the cave. You enter a small, dry cave. The floor is covered with sand. I should have probably headed north because I saw a bench there. The floor is covered with sand and the walls are thick with cobwebs. 2 Firetop spiders skitter down from the wall and approach ready to attack. Fight the Firetop spiders. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Fight. Nice, got him. Nice. Oh my god, that was nice. Oh, nice. Nice gamble. Kind of like playing rock, paper, scissors. You have to like guess where they're gonna land or throw, or what they decide to do. You finish off the Firetop spiders and they collapse to the ground with a horrific shriek. Their legs curl up and they finally lie still. The only thing within the Firetop spider's nest of interest is a rather sinister looking niche covered in thick webbing. Investigate the web niche. You approach the small niche. I think it's niche. And begin to enter. The sticky webbing starts to cling to you as soon as you touch it. Slowly and awkwardly, you wander deeper into the cave, failing to notice the shining eyes behind you. There's a small, brief sting. You drift off into a dreamless sleep. Oh shit. Waking up, you discover that you've been wrapped in a cocoon, struggling to free yourself. I think we got poisoned, right? Or drugged. You discover you are unable to move. As you attempt to move your head, you see the corpse of another unfortunate adventurer. You are filled with a nauseous feeling of dread. Oh shit. Without warning, a body bursts open, and thousands of small spiders swarm out, heading straight towards their latest meal. All you can do is scream in agony as they begin to feed on you. Soon, you cannot even do that as they fill your mouth. Your last memory of spiders feeding on you and the burning pain of 1,000 bites. Your adventure ends here. What? How did that? Oh my god. Oh dear, it looks like the mountain has claimed yet another victim. Would you like to use a resurrection stone and return to Deacon Strom to the last resting bench you encountered? Yes. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease. Your tiredness wanes. It's good to take a break on your adventure. I got my stamina right. Return to the gunstone. Which way was it, guys? Wait, north was the giant, right? Let's go east. It's not like you get experience points or anything. Was there a benefit to fight the giant last time? I don't think so, right? Oh, shit. You kind of controlled it, huh? I think that was it. 8 gold. Oh, it's gold, right? Gold. Ice cream. But we don't want to go into the cave. We should have just gone north. Pull it, right? Oh, we have to enter that cave. Head north, right? That's the new bench. The passage runs northwards, and ahead you hear the splashing of an underground river. The air becomes cool and fresh. You soon reach a wide opening of a river bank where the water churns as it passes between an unevenly spaced line of rocks that look like they might reach across to the other side. As you are looking at the underground river, your keen eye notices some subtle movement under the sand. Perhaps it was just the wind, but you don't feel a draft. Rest. Stamina. Save. As you get ready to leave, you notice a movement in the sand a couple of meters to your left. The movement becomes quite turbulent, and you spring to your feet, weapon at the ready. Suddenly, a large tubular head breaks through the surface, twists around in the air, picks up your scent. The smooth segmented body of a giant sandworm rears up and sways over in your direction. Oh shit, guys. The sandworm. As it does so, a large orifice with short, spiky teeth opens in what must be its head. Again, there is a rumbling underfoot. 2 more sandworms emerge from the ground. You must do battle with these creatures. Fight to the death. Oh my god, there's a big one. Oh my god, there's a big one. Oh shit. Oh my god. I think I'll have to kill these guys first, right? Oh god. 6 points. Let's try to get him out of the way. Shit. Oh, please win. Oh shit! Oh no! Not looking good. Alright, he's gone. Ah. You need one more, right? Oh shit. Nice, I won. Alright, got him, right? Oof. One more. No! Alright, please win, please win. Shit! Oh, we're so screwed. Nice. Alright. Down to the last wire. There appears to be 2 ways to go from here. You could either try to cross the river using the irregularly spaced rocks as stepping stones, or you could jump into the river and continue on your way by swimming downstream. Which will it be? Cross the river via stepping stones, wad into the stream. I don't know, guys. I don't like the idea of swimming down the river. Maybe we'll get piranhas or something. Let's go ahead and do the stepping stones. Dungeon Master, help me. Climb up onto the beach. You give a sigh of relief as you set foot on the opposite bank, but you are not the first to set foot here. You can make out several sets of footprints on the sandy shore ahead. Heading towards a wide tunnel opening in the rock wall in front of you. Follow the footsteps into the tunnel. Dive into the river and swim down. The tunnel leads to a small cave with a dry, sandy floor, but what you see there causes you to come to an abrupt halt in surprise. A hole has been dug in the sand and a small chest, half pulled from it. However, lying next to the chest is the body of a dwarf. There appears to be signs of movement here near the hole, not from the body of the dwarf or the small chest, but something larger. However, your keen eye cannot notice anything. Oh shit. My eye no longer spies. There are crude tools covered in blood, iron restraints, and assorted other implements strewed above the cave, giving the impression of a primitive jail out of view from prying eyes. I think I may have just stumbled on Rotgut's private prison. Oh. We found him, right? Judging by the blood soaking the sand and the obvious wounds the dwarf has suffered, you assume that he is dead. But who killed him? Investigate the scene. Search the dwarf's body. What else might be hidden in the hole? Let's search his body first. The dwarf is definitely dead and his body already looted. What do you want to do now? Open the chest? The chest is empty. What do you want to do now? What else might be hidden in the hole? Leaning into the hole, using all your hands to dig with, you begin to scoop more sand from the pit. It is not long before you feel something hard under the sand, and shifting another handful, you discover a second chest that had been buried under the first. Prizing the chest open, you were delighted to find a purse brimming with gold pieces and a potion of strength. Oh, strength. Oh, 20 gold! You're not going to do better than a bag of gold and a magic potion. Luck. You decide to leave the cave. Halfway along the tunnel, you are surprised to see two scrawny creatures walking towards you from the other end. One of them appears to be the leader, with similar torturous implements on its belt. It is now quite clear what has happened to the dwarf. You clearly recognize the larger of the two goblins is Rotgut. You shout, drawing your sword. Rotgut recognizes you and prepares to finish what he started. Fight the goblins. Can I use anything? Oh, potion of strength. Wait, this potion of strength just gives me my stamina back. There was nothing special about the potion of strength. Ah, fail. I had 18 out of 19. That was a waste. I got his 4 points, right? Ah, shit. I missed. Was I at 11 out of 19? I think I was at 18, right? Well, maybe it was a good idea to drink it. I don't know. Oh, shit. That guy's got what? One more point left? Oh shit, that guy keeps hitting me. Bastard. It's like playing musical chair. Nice, oh. Nice, got him. Oh yeah, baby! Like playing musical chair. You have defeated the goblins, nice. You thrash the goblins thoroughly, letting out a cry of rage with each strike. Finally, you decide that Rotgut is dead enough for your satisfaction. You suspect the goblins were responsible for the death of the dwarf, and your suspicions are confirmed when you find a full purse on Rotgut's body. The jailer also has your locket wrapped around his hideous neck. You remove it and carefully wrap it up before putting it in your pack. Achievement unlocked. Losers Weepers. Take back Deacon Strom's stolen locket from the goblin jailer. I got an achievement. Nice. I have avenged my honor and recovered my locket. My quest is complete. Congratulations, player. You have completed the quest of Deacon Strom. To reward you for your bravery, please accept a portion of my figurine. Code 2151-1. Select an Oriana figurine in the gauntlet to find out how to use it. Let us once again return to the adventure. Guys, what is it? Type that in. 2151, right? You are thoroughly satisfied with finding your beloved locket, but as you travel through the mountain, you have come to realize that Zagor and his minions are very powerful. 2151, guys. I don't know what to do with that number. This immense power that Zagor wields worries you, and you begin to wonder whether you should take advantage of the situation and try and find this evil warlock. It would be a risk to carry on, but leaving someone like Zagor in power is dangerous for the whole Alanissia. What will you do? Swim down stream on a hunt for Zagor, or backtrack and leave the mountain? Let's backtrack and leave the mountain. Let's see if I can get anything else. I'm gonna take my win. Yeah, I'm gonna take my win. You traverse back through the depths of the mountain, making sure to avoid all areas still filled with creatures you have faced. Soon you have reached the entrance to Firetop Mountain, where you started your journey. Click to continue. Oh, nice. Look at that. You stagger exhaustedly back to Anvil, making a beeline for the nearest tavern. You are immediately mobbed by villagers who are dying to know what happened on the mountain. You regale them with the exaggerated tale of magic and monsters, and the villagers ply you with beer and food, their eyes googling at your amazing stories. As soon as the villagers ask you whether you have finally rid them of the warlock, you have to admit to failure. Almost immediately, they lose interest in you, fading back into their lives under the tyranny of Zagor. You cannot help but feel that you've done them all an injustice. With the small amount of gold you found in the mountain, you buy yourself a horse and head back to Zadath. The sale of your valuable locket will no doubt give you newfound wealth, allowing you to settle down to a quiet life, but the villagers of Anvil will always live under the shadow of Firetop Mountain. Your quest is over. Nice. Alright, so there was something, it said something about the, what do I do about the gauntlet, right? Something about the gauntlet. Welcome back, players. Either choose to leave the mountain early, although Deacon Strom discovered his locket and completed his quest. Zagor still terrorizes the inhabitants of Anvil and the local area. I wonder if Zog will be the locket. What is the gauntlet? The Goblin Gauntlet is a journey through the mountain that is heavy on combat and extremely light on story and narrative choices. This mode is only recommended for players who have experienced the mountain in story mode. You can run the gauntlet by controlling one of Zagor's many minions available in the Goblin Scourge DLC, or by unlocking one of the special Legends characters. In Goblin Gauntlet, how far you get depends on your fighting prowess. You earn souls for each kill as normal, and have the ability to earn bonus souls depending on how many kills you accumulate at the end of your journey. More kills means more souls. I may even appear from time to time to reward you with stamina and souls, so make sure to visit as many locations as possible. Select your figurine. How do I choose the number? The legend, right? Oriana. Enter code. Oh, there we go. Enter code. Did I get it? 2. That was the code, right? Oh, I got it right. Oh, I got the first one right. Wait, I got it right. She said enter the code, right? 2 dash 1511, right? That was the code, right? Wait, she said to enter the code. I entered the code. What? Is it period? 2 period 1 5 period 1? Maybe it's period. Well, it's just 2 space 151. What? Guys, I think it's bugged, right? I did do the 212-5-1. Something's not right. Am I missing something? Huh. Or is it 115-2? 2-115-1. Something's not right. Maybe it's bugged. Why is it not working correctly? How do you buy this one? Okay, I can't buy it. I don't know how that code thing works. Maybe I'm supposed to have like a DLC to get the code to work. Two dash 15-1. Well, I don't know how that works either. Alright, well, that's the end of that, right? I think that's the end of that. Alright, good break point. Okay, this game is called The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Thank you so much, developer, for providing me the game key. Developer is Tin Man Games. This game was released August 30th, 2016. I was wrong. I thought it was 2014. I enjoyed it a lot. It was actually very fun. It was a very interesting experience. Reminds me a lot of the original role-playing games, choose-your-own-adventure books back in the days that had like a built-in combat system. So very fun. I enjoyed it. A computerized version of that. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more of this. Yep, have a great evening. Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.